Oh hi, Red Specs Gaming here. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Eternal. Me? Oh, I'm just sitting here watching zombie pigmen get ground into dust. Why, you might ask? Well, I'll show you. It's a good way to get gold. So sit back, relax, let's get started. So, I always complain about not having enough gold, and an awesome viewer, Lost Scotsman, said, hey, you know, if you killed zombie pigmen, they drop gold items, and you can use those to get your gold. And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's a great idea. So I ran to the nether, I grabbed a zombie pigman, I made a powered spawner for him, and I put him in here to grind up. And now, I'll show you the method that you have to go through, because it's not as simple as just getting the gold items from them. Here's the thing. We set up another crate back here with another filter coming out of this, collection system. And if you look at the filter settings, swords, hammer, cutlass, these are the things that I found that they're dropping, gold items that I care about. So this guy pulls all that into this crate, okay? The problem is they come in broken. They come in various states of wear and tear. If you're going to melt them down for gold, though, they have to be repaired. So we set up another powered anvil here, right? This is also Lost Scotsman's idea, so shout outs to him for that. He set up a powered anvil here, and he gets the items out of this crate and repairs them, and then I send them back into this box, which then gets picked up, imported back into my simple storage network. Okay, that's the first step. After that, what we do is we come up here, and I've got a cable running from the system down this way with an export cable, and the export cable has all those same items listed, and it puts them into this precision dropper. And the precision dropper, it exports them into that, and he just spits them out into the tank. And so if you physically throw an item into the tank, if it's meltable, it will melt. So you see that cutlass down there right now? That cutlass is melting. It's a repaired cutlass, and it's melting, and they're worth like 2 ingots each. Each item is that. And so this just basically keeps pulling any of the gold items that it sees in the network out, spits them into that. And then this is a redstone clock, which if we do clock, I'll show you. This guy here, he's just made with some redstone repeaters and some iron and redstone, and he has an interface in him that's rather confusing. I just left it at default, but there's ways you can adjust all of this for delay and ticks, and I don't know. I'm not even gonna go into it because I just look dumb trying to pretend like I understand it. I don't. I know I'm a programmer too, so there you go. I could understand it if I can put the time in, but it works at default. So we put a switch on him because you can turn him on and off based on that. And if it starts not working, I found sometimes restarting the game or restarting the server helps. That like when I first put it down, it wasn't working. After restarting the server, it worked. But that will give it a signal and it'll stop doing pulses. Basically, this just does pulses of redstone, and those timings, you set them for that. So basically, every time we have gold in here, this will turn on the faucet underneath here, dump the gold out, and that goes into the network. And basically, we just have a lot of gold. So if you remember, I think I had under 100 before. We're now up to 1584, so quite a lot of gold. So that's awesome. So that's how we've been getting our gold. Okay, so I want to start getting into Applied Energetics too, and set up a network that's better than the simple storage network. So there's a few things we're going to need before we do that. For one, and I don't know that this specifically plays into that, but I just want to show you guys. I've set up seeds here for redstone alloy, energetic alloy, vibrant alloy, pulsating iron, and conductive iron there. And then down here, I've got 3 new seeds: copper, Circus quartz, and silver. Just so I have those basic things covered. Now that we've got gold covered this way, we should be alright for that. So we're gonna need to make a few things. I've been out hunting inscriber presses. These come out of the meteors. If you dig through the sky stone, you'll find the chests, and I pulled these out of those. So we've got all the presses that we need. So we're gonna need 4 different inscribers now. So I want to make some inscribers, and these are for pressing circuits, which we will need. So if you look at the inscriber, And I don't think the advanced is that much harder, but we're going to need these engineering presses before we can do that, or the engineering processors. So we got to start with the basic inscriber. And to do the base inscriber, we need fluix crystals. And to get fluix crystals, what you have to do is you have to take the Circus crystals, you have to take some quartz, and you have to take redstone. And throw them, I think it's in a pool of water, if I'm not mistaken. So let me grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do 8. We'll do 8 real quick. So there's that, and then we've got the fluix crystals right here. So I got 8 of those, and then let's get 8 of this. I believe. Okay. And then I think we just toss them out into this, basically. For now, we're just going to do this by hand. So if we chuck that, and chuck that. Give it a few seconds. I think it may be that it needs to be a single block of water, too. Let's look real quick. So if we do fluix crystal here. Fluix crystal. It looks like we can make a seed of these eventually, so that'll be good. We'll just make another seed so we don't have to go through this whole process. But a fluix crystal is made... Where's it at? Oh, it's going to be a charged Circus quartz. That's why. So we need to charge that. So let's grab that back up real quick. And to charge that, which we should have already, we've got 6 of them. So let's just do that. Let's take 4 of these. We'll take these charged ones. These we can't make seeds of, I don't think. These we just have to charge regular Circus quartz. But let's do it the regular way, and then we'll worry about the seeds. So I'll show you the regular way first. Let's just pretend like we have that. So if we need charged Circus quartz, which is this stuff, and what you got to do is you got to take it and throw it through an energetic infuser, regular Circus quartz, and that will charge it. And so an energetic infuser is made this way. Let's make a machine frame real quick. And then we'll go back to that real quick. Where was that? It's this guy to this guy. Let's put an A on this guy. There we go. We need 3 of these. So if we go 1, 2, 3, easy enough. Those are just silver. That's why I added silver, by the way. And then we need a lead gear. Done. And we need 2 copper gears. Done and done. And now we can make this guy. And let's toss him up there on the wall somewhere. We'll put him up above this guy. I'm going to have to get to work and get signs on these things. That way we know what's up. Alright, and then we want to put a plug on him. I've just been replacing everything with plugs here. Looks like we need a couple, 2 over here anyway. So, actually they're called points, not plugs. I got 2 of them right here now. One's already set to the right network. And a boom, and a boom. Put this onto the network so he has it. Boom. Alright, he's set. Now let's go back over here. Look at this guy. He's ready to go. So now we just take some Circus quartz crystals. Right? So if I wanted to do a stack of them, for example, which we might as well since we're growing them. Chuck that up in there. Circus quartz crystal is charging. And we can, of course, do time in the bottle. And then look in there. It's probably run that, yeah, run that down. But this is how you'll get your charged Circus quartz. So there you go. So we will take these that we already just made. We'll come back over here. Let me grab some food out real quick. Got a bunch of new food here. Haven't eaten yet. So what is this? Beef jerky. Looks like a brown butterfly. Alright, anyways. Let's get out the redstone. And the nether quartz. You, and you. And chuck these in the water again. A poom, a pom, a pam, and blam. And they're zapping each other, doing their thing. So, we think we had 1 extra of each. So now we have fluix crystals. And so that I can avoid the charging step, which I don't think we're going to always be able to avoid it. I think some things are going to want charged crystals. We'll make these into a seed. So if we do fluix Crystal seed. Where are you? Are you? I don't think you're the same one. We want this guy. Yeah, this is the one we want. Which means that we're gonna need a tier 4 crafting seed, which not a big deal. We can do that. Let's do that in our thing real quick. What did I do? I put it there. Okay. So if we go here and we do this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go all the way back here. Make that. Then we're gonna go back 2 more. Make that. And we're gonna go back 1 more. Make that, and then we're gonna go bam and bam, and then we need the. Are they in my bag? They're in my bag, aren't they? Yeah, we gotta go this way. Ooh, hey, look, unnatural. We got an advancement. How about that? 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now we have fluid seeds, and so we should be. Actually, let's keep this out because we're gonna put this on the wall. Go in here. Drop this guy in here. And then we're going to need another charger. Let's do that. Charger, or I'm sorry, crafter, not charger. I'm dumb. Crafter. We take this, which needs a machine frame. And then bam, bam. Got a crafter. We can take that guy. We can stick him right there. And then we can say, okay, so all X, and it's probably going to be like this with a hole in the middle, if I'm guessing. Yep. And we say apply on that, so that'll start turning that into that. But what we need now is some conduit. Conduit. You. And you. And we put these into place real quick. Bam. Always active. Charge this bad boy up. Bam. And now he'll start crafting us flux crystals and taking them out. And we'll have plenty of flux crystals going forward. Now let's give that a home. Because remember, anytime you're auto doing anything, make sure you've got a home for it. And I'm going to put it right here because this is my Circus quartz and now this is my flux crystal. So they're all part of that same mod. So let's do this. Make sure there's no more flux anywhere else in the network. Should be 12 total, so I can take all 12 out. Drop them in there, and now they're going there. So we've got that handled now. Okay, so now we're going to make the Inscribers. And we have the crystals, we have the iron. I've got sticky pistons in there, and we're going to make 4 of these. And we're going to take them downstairs, and we're going to start putting them in that room that we've got. What's it called in? The other machine. So this room down here, we're going to do... Not this room, I'm sorry. This room. We're going to come back here, and we're going to put our Inscribers back here. And I'm going to put a little space between them, because we're going to automate these going forward once we get the rest of AE going, because you've got some auto crafting in there, which is really neat. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang them in space here, so I've got room below and around them. So give me just some blocks like dirt, that's fine. And then what we're going to do is we go and take these, and we're going to make sure that there's a space between each of them. So there's one coming off there, one coming off there, one coming off there. That's not going to work on that. So we're going to try on this wall instead. You, 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 and you. So those are going to be our spots. And so what we'll do then is we take these, we take our Inscribers, we put you, 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 and you. So that's where our Inscribers exist. And I think these require power. I think they require power, maybe. So let's get some more points made real quick. You 1, 2, 3, 4. Put power on the back of these. Here. 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to set all the networks to red specs. Going down the line. There we go. And there we go. Alright, so they should all have power now. And eventually these are going to be hooked to the network that we're building. But for the moment, they should be good to go. And what you do is you say, okay, each one gets its own press, right? This one does silicon, so this goes in here. And then this one is gonna do calculation. Put that in there. This one's gonna do logic. We're gonna put that in there. And then this one's gonna do engineering. So we put that in there, okay? And so we need to start crafting some circuits. And I'll show you what they look like. Are they called circuits? They might not be called circuits. Hold on. Logic. Processor. They're processors is what they are. So if we do processor, we need these three things here, right? Calculation, engineering, and logic. And I think redstone's another one too. So this one actually uses a printed calculation circuit. So we need to make a calculation processor. So yeah, we do need the circuits. That's what I thought. And then the circuit is Circus quartz for that guy. Let's see again real quick. What is that called? And that gives us a printed. So let's do printed. Let's see if that's what we're looking for. Printed. Yeah, okay. So these are the three base parts that we're worried about right here, okay? Calculation, engineering, or the four, sorry, logic, and silicon. So this one uses pure Circus. This one uses diamonds, which we're going to be very sparing on this because we don't have a regular source of diamonds yet. This one uses gold. We're good on that now. And then this one uses silicon. Okay, so let's go ahead and print, I don't know, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Let's do 4 of each, okay? But before we can do the one, we need the pure Circus quartz. So if we do pure Circus quartz, this guy is made with an enrichment chamber or a photogenic isolator, which we can take a Circus quartz seed, which we get by doing crushing Circus quartz. So let's get some Circus quartz and do that real quick. Get some regular Circus quartz. This is the easier way to do it. The other way is okay. Wait, we already have some Circus quartz dust, so that's good. We'll later on you throw that through a grinder. If you need to make this, you go any one of these kind of grinding things. You can here we go, like an industrial grinder, crusher, fluid sieving machine. There's a lot of ways of doing it, but basically you put your Circus quartz in there, like this one specifically, the mechanism crusher, and it'll grind it into dust for you. But we already have some, so we're good there. So then we get some sand, right? Pull out some sand, put some sand here, put that there, and boom, boom, boom. Now we've got a bunch of Circus quartz seeds. And then we can take those and do what now? Pure. There's probably other ways to do this, by the way. That would go in an enrichment chamber or a photogenic isolator. Okay, so how do we make a photogenic isolator? Just another one of these simple machines. Okay, let's do that. Photogenic isolator. Photogenic. Is that not right? Genic. There it is. Oh, it's phyto. Phyto. Let's put an A on that guy. So we've got him. Get rid of the powered spawner. Get rid of that one. Make another one of these. What are we missing? Tin gear. Grab a couple of those, throw them in there just so we have them. Boom, 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 boom. Make a couple of these. Ooh, wait, hold on. Lumium. We don't have any lumium. How do we make lumium? That's going to be a different kind of metal. Lumium is made through what? Alloy smelting of silver, tin, and glowstone dust. Or induction smelting of sand and lumium plates. Okay. Tinkers, can you make molten? Can we do this molten? Molten magma crucible alloying. Energized glowstone, molten tin, and molten silver. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to make some lumium, and I'll be back. Alright. Now, guess who has a place on the wall and a seed and a cloche back there? If you guess lumium, you guessed correctly. So any of these weird things that I've got to mix a bunch of, I'm just going to grow seeds of. Because it's just quicker and easier. So why not use it? So that said, we should be able to craft this guy now. And we can. And we, of course, need another point. Probably want to make a couple of these while we're in here. Let's see how many can we make. 6? That works. Throw those in there, that way if we have any more. Come back here. Find a spot for it. Let's go right here. This looks good. We'll throw the photogenic isolator here. Let's put a point on the back of him real quick. Like this. Bam. Make that on the Red Specs network. And let's make our pure Circus crystal now. So how did we do that? Pure Circus quartz, photogenic isolator, glowstone dust, and seeds. Okay, easy enough. Let's get some glowstone dust. Glowstone dust. Here we go. And we chuck that in here. And we chuck our seeds in here. I think there's a button for this. Like that, right? Yeah, that turns off that or makes that available. Is this doing anything? Fertilize slot locked? No. Why you no work? Alright, I figured out what the issue was with this thing. It needs water. So we put water connection on the back, the sink, plugged it in there, and it gets water. The problem is, it is slow as hell. So if we have any, what are they called again? We're making pure Circus. You see I've already got a bunch of stuff here. I'm going to show you what we're doing in a minute. I had to re-record, just so you guys know. I recorded a bunch with the stream mic on and not my YouTube mic on. So the stream mic is set so me and my wife can both talk. So it's a bit echoey though. Don't like it for YouTube. So did not like any of those recordings. So we started over. Just so you know why some of this feels like it's a little rushed. But anyways, Circus quartz seeds. So we can just take a Circus quartz crystal, I suppose. I think it'll work. Maybe. Actually, we'll just make some more seeds. We got dust. Give me sand. There's sand. Put that with that. You get 2 more seeds. Okay. I'm going to get 4 total here. And if you put that in here with glowstone dust, wasn't it? Yeah. Basically giving it light. So this machine, I guess, is for doing something with plants. I'm not sure exactly, but you can put that in there, and you can put a glowstone dust in there. It lights up, and it's slow. It doesn't look like it's doing anything, but it's just slow. Even if we hit it with time in the bottle and go back into it, you can see how slow it still is, and it's draining that off just by running that quick. So I was like, there's no way I want to make pure Circus quartz crystals with this. So we looked at the other methods. And if we do pure, this guy, there was this enrichment chamber. And so to make the enrichment chamber, we needed these basic control circuits, and they came from this metallurgic infuser, which is just some osmium, a furnace, and some iron. So that was pretty easy to make. Osmium's the only thing. You can't melt the raw ore in the smeltery. Excuse me, but you can crush it in the pulverizer, get osmium dust, and then put that in here and melt it down. So we've got osmium here now. There's no seed for it, by the way, that I could see, so we can't start growing it like we do other metals. So we'll have to be sparing with it. So we made that. We made the enrichment chamber with these basic controls that we did in the metallurgic infuser, and then we put the enrichment chamber here. And if you look at this, I've got 5 more ready to go already. If you put that in there, drop your seeds in there, it's just so much quicker. And then even if we give this time in the bottle, it'll be bam bam. So I suggest take the time, make the enrichment chamber, don't do it the other way. The other way was a pain in the butt. And you'll need all these machines for other things eventually anyways. So that got us our pure Circus quartz. So now let's go back downstairs and I'll show you what we've got going on with the these guys here. Alright, so I moved them instead of excuse me. I moved them instead of being stacked side by side, I stacked them on top of each other because I remembered, I went back and looked at my game when I played SevTech, how I did it in SevTech, and I didn't even have Ender IO then, so it was a lot easier now. So what we've done is we've placed item extraction and insert off of this guy, right? And so this guy right now has the circuits that I've already printed. But what it is if you look at this one has on its insert, he only accepts pure Circus quartz because that goes with that press. This one on his insert, he only accepts gold. This one only accepts diamond, and this one only accepts silicon. And that is, just as a reminder, we're doing printed circuits on these. Each one of these requires a special press and then an item. So this press requires diamond, this press requires gold, this press requires silicon. So each of those is set up that way. So if we put those in this guy, he will export each of those into those. So let me go ahead and do 1, 2, 3 of each so you can see what's going to happen here. Put that over there. Stack you over here. 3 more diamonds. 1, 2, 3. Speaking of diamonds, 1, 2, 3. Throw any diamond stuff you get into your grinder, and it'll break down to diamonds. So you can, like, if you find a lot of diamond armor or diamond weapons off of mobs, do it that way. What am I missing? Silicon. All right. No, that was 3. What was the other thing? Pure Circus. Okay. These are the 3 of each that I'm going to throw in there. So if we chuck all those in there, it moves it over there. We've got power off the left side, and it does a press on those, and then it will take the next one in. It'll do a press on those again, and it keeps doing that. And then for export, these are set to always export. They won't export the raw materials, but what they will export are the printed circuits. And so on this side, we've got an extract filter, and we've got that to blacklist these circuits, so it doesn't accidentally send the circuits that we're making back into these machines, because we want them to go in a different direction. So that's how we automate making the circuits. And now from there, these circuits, you're actually making processors, which is ultimately what you're aiming for. And if you look at processors are actually always a silicon and a redstone, right? Always a silicon and a redstone, always a silicon and a redstone. And then depending on what you're making, if it's a logic, it's an engineering, or if it's a calculation, then it's the calculation circuit or the engineering circuit or the logic circuit. And so you basically are going to use a lot of these silicons, right? Like we could probably just chuck a ton of silicon in this and just let it go to town, because we're going to need one of those per. And then redstone is another thing that we're going to need. So he should just keep printing those circuits for us and then piling them up in here. But the thing is, setting the next ones up for the processors is tricky, because you have to put these in a certain position. So I've got 3 Inscribers ready to go here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them, we have to be able to get to the top, the bottom, and the left side, or the right side really, of each of those. So we got to figure out a way to do that. So we could have one here that would give us top, bottom, and the left side. We could probably have one here. And, too bad this wall wasn't one more high, you know what? I guess we could go into the ceiling on this maybe, or maybe it's better if we go into the floor. Let's do that. Let's go into the floor rather than the ceiling. So we're going to pop all these out real quick. And then we're going to take him out. We're going to take him out and put these back real quick. Alright, so he's going to go here. He's going to go here. And he's going to go here. Right? God, I wish this was one higher. Oh well, such is life. And what we're going to do is we're going to take another one of these item conduits. We're going to pop it here. Okay. And we are going to do like this and do like this. And we're going to come around the back of this, I think. We'll put it into the wall maybe. We'll see. We'll fix this up a little bit afterwards. Let's just clear this out so we've got room to work here. All right, like this, and We don't want this connection. We just want to go into the top of him. And we don't want this connection. We want to go into the bottom of him. So now we're into the bottom of him. This guy's got all 3 connections. He needs another connection down here. So we do like that, the bottom of him, right? I'm wondering if there would be an easier way for us to do this. There might be an easier way to do this. Let's try something else. I'm going to play with this real quick and see what happens, okay? So we're going to play with a single one of these. Alright, let's do that. Let's go single one. And I want to go out the back side of it like this. And then we take this. Because you have to go into the different sides is the catch on this. Okay? And so if we were in the top, the bottom, and the back, will that work? This is the question I have. Will that work? There. And there. Okay. And then if we say that this is always redstone, so we're going to do the insert filter here. Actually, let's use one of these other ones that are already used. Well, now that's used. If we say redstone here, I need some redstone, please. Okay, redstone goes... Damn it. Don't do that. Don't pick up the item before you're in there because that happens. This is insert and redstone. You accept redstone, okay? And then on the bottom, we need some of these circuits. So give me you. You're always... Let's go like this so I can see better. And one of you. We're going to do... This will be the calculation printer. On the bottom is insert. No extract. He uses one of these. Let's clear all this out. And he accepts silicon, because you always want silicon on the bottom. And then your other circuit goes on the top. So this is insert, no extract. Put another one of these here, go here, get rid of all that. And then this is on top, a calculation circuit. Okay, so we're inserting calculation circuit from the top, inserting the silicon circuit from the bottom, and we're inserting redstone from the back, if this works. Let's see. And so if we take this and we go like this and then back over this way maybe. Alright, will that work? Let's see if anything's in here yet. Probably not, because we have to tell this extract probably. Let's see. You are... We also need to put a filter on this, come to think of it. This side here. So this is an extract, but we need an extract filter here. And the extract filter only allows, for now, redstone, silicon, and calculation circuits. Okay? It's the only thing it allows. These are all insert. And now if we turn that on... Always active. Alright, he pumped everything into the right place. So yeah, that works. So we can clean this up nicely, actually. If we do you here, and we do you here, and then we can attach all of the rest of these. So for now, let's turn the extract off on this. I don't want to get any more out. Never active. We take this, hook this up like that. Let's get rid of that connection. No connection there, please. Go here like this. Yeah, okay, cool. We need some more item conduit, which we are out of, but we can make some, I'm sure. Boop, boop, boop. Got it. Okay. Go here, and go here. And let's take our wrench, which we put back in the toolbox. There we go. And I want to clean up these connections. I don't want to show that one. I want it to look like that and like that. In and out. Yeah, okay. So, now we need a logic circuit. We don't need this calculation circuit. And we need an engineering circuit. Put that there. We still have redstone. Good, good, good. And we'll go through this line and we do the same thing. This is an insert. And he gets that. And he gets we're through the top here. So this is going to be the logic circuit. Alright. And then his bottom circuit is an insert. And we put an item filter on him. And then this guy is the silicon. Silicon always to the bottom. And then on his back, we'll have to do another connections here, I guess. On his back, bonk. And same thing over there. This guy needs one too. Let's knock out this a little further here. Alright, you. Don't want that connection. Yeah, I just want it to look like that, basically. That looks nice. Kind of like a cage around it, kind of. So this guy here, he is also insert. And he's redstone. Redstone through the back. And there. So he should have everything for his. Let's make sure. Yep, he's filtered there. That would be the circuit. And he's filtered here. That'll be the silicon. And then in the back is redstone. And I'm going to need 3 more item filters, it looks like. So let's do that real quick. Boom. Too large. You know what? You're too large. There. Bam. 1, 2, 3. We'll make it 4, actually, because I think we need an insert on the other one, too. All right. And then we go U through the top, insert. The item filter U, and you are the engineering circuit? I think that's the one? Yeah. Because we did logic on the other one, right? Yeah. So engineering through the top. And in the back, of course, is redstone, insert. Item filter in redstone only. Because you don't want the wrong things going in the wrong sides. It will accept them, it'll put them in there, but it won't do anything with them. And it's super annoying. So just make sure you set these up right. And then in the back is an insert here. And this is silicon. Oh wait, we gotta put the filter in. Duh. Boom. Silicon. Alright, so these should all be set right now. They should all accept the right things. Redstone, let's put all of that in there, just so we know we have it. Bam. Bam. I think that's everything. Yeah. No, wait. I'm missing. Where'd that circuit go? I've got 8 of each. Where's that other circuit at? I don't know what I did with that, guys. Oh, it's already in there. It's already in there. Okay, we're good. Now we just need to power these up real quick, so let's do this. We'll give them power through the back, too. And let's give them a point. Badunk. This one will start printing now. At least he should. Yeah. Okay. And now let's activate this over here. If we can get to it. Bonk, 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 bonk. Always active. And now these 3 should be printing full-blown circuits. Unless I did something wrong. This guy is waiting on something. And what is he waiting on and why isn't he working? He is insert logic circuit. Whitelist. Why you no work? Logic circuit? Logic circuit right there. What's the deal? Why you not taken? Did I filter that other side already, by chance? I don't think so. These are working okay. Because these are making full-on, whatchamacallums. Somewhere. Thought you were working. You're working. You're making. Yeah, he made the processors, so why aren't you working? What do you need? You know what? Let's look and see. Maybe I filtered this side over here already somehow without remembering. I did. Okay. So if we look, he's only taking these three things. He actually needs to allow this through and this through as well. That's why we set up this filter for the first one. So allow that through and allow that through. And now we can go dun dun dun, put these back. And so, yeah, he's printing them now. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. And then we can get it all back into this by doing extract on these. But let's do an insert filter on this guy, right? We allow an insert, but we're going to filter it. Bam. And he's only going to allow... let me get one of each of those printed processors out real quick. I'm going to take those three. Going to take those three. Going to take those 7, I guess. We'll take the ones we've got. And so his insert filter only accepts processors. Right? Processor, processor, processor. That's it. Those 3 processors. Engineering, logic, and calculation. It's the only thing allowed through inserting on him. And so then we can take this guy and we can say that he also extracts, always active. And he also extracts, always active. And he also extracts, always active. And so everything that comes out of these should end up over here when all's said and done. Right? So we can do a full test of this system now by saying that we want to do... Let's get rid of some of these blocks real quick. Actually, we'll hold on to them. Let's run a full test of the system. Don't need the glowstone. Don't need this. Let's put some stuff away real quick. Sorry. Sorry. There. We don't need that. We do need that. So these are the 3 starter points plus silicon, which let's get some silicon out real quick. Silicon. There we go. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 of each, but 3 of these, because you need 1 of those per. So those things there, these are going in, and we're going to take these out, leave the redstone in, and from start to 0, okay? This is what we're looking for. So if we go, we should get each of these processors at the end. So 1, 2, 3, boom. Alright, so they run to the left. They make circuits. Then they run to the right. Boom. And they make processors. And then that comes back out. And so in the end, 3 processors. That's awesome. So yeah, that's how you set up Inscribers to make all of your processors that you'll need for applied energetics. Alright, so I think that's good enough for this episode. We got the initial part of doing applied energetics and making a computer system storage network done, because these Inscribers and these circuits, you'll use a lot of these and they'll be a big pain in your butt. So if you can figure out how to get it all automated at the start, you're good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it was informative. Next time we're going to go to the next part of getting this going. And And there's a lot here, but the thing is with AE2 is the auto crafting on it is really awesome. We can set up some really cool computers to auto craft everything we need. Like this, eventually we can the way it'll work is we put in an order, say for a calculation processor, and it'll automatically export what you need out of the network into that crate and then import it back in when it's done. So you'll see, that's to come. That's a ways down the road, but that's to come, and it's gonna be awesome. So if you like this episode, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, you want to see more like this, hit the subscribe button. And come over and see us at twitch.tv/RedSpecsGaming. We stream a lot of nights of the week and sometimes the weekend here and there. And it'd be awesome to see you over there. And feel free to join the Discord. Links in the description below. And come chat with us. So until next time, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.